Can we have one more round of applause for all the This is the way you start your Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is not boring for you to sit and meditate in one place. No. Krishna consciousness is fun. As you've seen, the Bhagavad I started dancing, and I really, give it to Angel. He's been practicing with the whole Bhagavad day and night, and he's been going a bit crazy, but finally at the end it worked out. So now the next play is a very unusual play. Before we get into that, the worst thing about being an MC is you try to crack a joke and everyone. Try one now. Let's see if you get it. If you don't, please laugh to make me happy. So, this one boy who's very close, an Indian boy, is very close to 30, 32, 35. And he's about to, the marriage expiry date is about to. Sorry. Can we please keep it quiet? Haribo. Okay. So he's very old and he wants to get married. So he goes to an astrologer. And then he goes to the astrologer and says, please, can you read my hand? And then the guy goes, yes, I'll read your hand. What do you want to know? He said, when will I get married? So then the astrologer goes, okay, let me read. And he sat there and he's looking at all his lines and all that. Then he goes to him, I'm sorry, you're not going to get married. And he goes, why? Why am I not going to get married? He says, I only see happiness in your future. Half of you got it, half of you. Anyway, so happiness. Happiness, everyone is looking for happiness. No one wants to be sad. Am I right? Yes. Only crazy people want to be sad. Everyone wants to be happy. Everyone's looking for happiness. There's one short story about happiness. Once a princess was out playing with her friends in the jungle. In the olden times. And she came back and then she told Dad, Daddy, I've lost my diamond necklace. And he goes, don't worry, I'm a king, I'll get you 10 more. She said, no, I want that one. He goes, okay, I'll get my jewelers to make you the exact same replica of that necklace. And she goes, no, I want that one. You know how girls are, right? So,
excuse me.
So then he said, okay, fine. And he sent all his servants out into the jungle and said, look for the diamond necklace. So they were searching. After 2-3 weeks, they couldn't find it. And the girl was getting really impatient. Then the king was, he was so troubled because he didn't want to see his daughter unhappy. So he tells the whole town, please go look for the diamond necklace. If you find it, I'll give you half my kingdom. So everyone got excited, they wanted to be the first one to find it. So they're running here and there looking for this diamond necklace. And after a few weeks, one person, deep inside the jungle, he found it and he goes, yes, I found the necklace. So everyone started running. He started running and he said, where's the necklace? He said, the necklace is in that pond, can't you see? Just down there, on that rock. And everyone's like, yes, let's go find it. They started diving. Swimming, trying to empty out the pond, and they could not reach that necklace. And meanwhile, Narad Muni is a transcendental spaceman, as Prabhupada says. He was sitting on top of a tree, and he saw this all happening, and then he was wondering, and he said, why are you looking for the necklace up down there? It's hanging on this branch. The reflection of the necklace is in the water. So the moral of the story is, everyone is looking for happiness down there in the wrong place and they will never find it. You have to look for happiness up there. So everyone's looking for happiness. Now the play is about different type of characters looking for happiness. Hope you enjoy.
Thank you very much, Keshav. So ladies and gentlemen, you already heard from him. But to add on, every day, either in newspapers or on the radio, you hear of strikes, am I right? And just recently, unfortunately, we had a public strike. So you have people who are on strike because they feel they're being treated unfairly. For example, you can have teacher strikes, you can have student strikes, you can have public officer strikes, you can have police strikes and even garbage collector strikes. And these days, there's a new strike which married men will be very familiar with. It's the wife strike. So now, the story of quite an unusual strike will be told. So sit back and watch. Thank you.
Once upon a time, all the body parts called a meeting. They were dissatisfied with the arrangement of things. Each part claimed it was working so hard, yet the stomach was reaping all the benefits. They could all agree that this was unfair.
Unfair, unfair, unfair!
I know I'm a little touchy, but I feel things are getting out of hand. We are picking, we are choosing, we are doing so much work. We use our skill to cut and clean and deliver, but the stomach takes everything and we are left empty-handed.
Yeah, let's kick up a revolt. This stomach is a real heel. He ain't got no soul. Why should we do all the work?
Yeah, man. I hear ya, brother. It's sounding unfair to me, man.
I see what you mean. I always look for the most attractive items, but it's just the flesh in the pants, because the stomach always gets it in the end.
Yeah, this situation stinks. I'm in charge of quality control, and without me, the stomach would not know what was good and what was bad.
Ha, Putter, I chew and it's true, but I only get to taste a little, and soon it is all gone down there to the stomach. What to do? Taste and chew, that's all I do, but soon it's through. Hoi hoi, I'm fed up with this.
I would like to postulate, as the brain amongst you, that serious repercussions might be incurred by embarking on a course born of impulse.
Oi hoi khotea, bite your tongue. I don't know about all of you, but I'm not going to let him speak for me. Let us go on strike.
Yeah, you think you all got it bad? Well, we're carrying the weight of the whole operation. We're standing long hours in the kitchen and walking all around and standing in long lines at the grocery store. Then, after the stomach is happily filled to capacity, we're expected to keep dragging the stomach all around, even to the toilet.
I can't even block that smell.
Yeah, the evidence stands on its own merit. We must strike.
Yeah!
Strike, 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 strike. Down with the stomach. There is no excuse.
For gastrointestinal abuse.
There is no excuse.
For gastrointestinal abuse.
We hate the khotea stomach.
Down with the stomach.
We hate the stomach.
Down with the stomach.
We hate the stomach.
Down with the stomach.
There is no excuse.
So, they decided to protest and strike. They continued in this way for 3 days, refusing to provide any food to the stomach. But as they continued, something very strange began to happen. All the parts themselves became very, very weak. The lower half refused to work for the stomach, but was feeling very tired. The eyes wouldn't even look at any more food. The nose simply held itself away from all fragrant edibles. The mouth, in protest, remained silent and refused to chew anything. The hands, holding the strongest grudge against the stomach, didn't even care that they were becoming weaker and weaker. After that, the body parts decided to call another meeting, for it seemed to them that the stomach, though not being fed, was still as fired up as always. It was as if the stomach was actually benefiting from the rest, while the other parts felt great fatigue.
I have got to hand it to the stomach. Now I can grasp the truth. We can't be happy without feeding him.
Yeah, I can't stand this feeling of weakness.
Speak up, man. We can hardly hear ya.
And I am beginning to see things differently.
How long can we go on like this? God only knows. And all of you are starting to stink. Ew!
Though I'm troubled by brain death, I would like to propose that we again provide consumable nutrients through the alimentary canal to our associate, the stomach. Such a gesture would...
All right. You have convinced us, Putter. I am too tongue-tied and so speechless. Let us call off the strike. We must serve the stomach. There is no other way, no other way, no other way.
So, the strike was broken when the body parts again took up their constitutional positions in service to the stomach, and thus became happy.